Okay. Asa finally has her second quest for me. I had to finish the quest, an instrument to unfold space and time, to get her to stand by the stairs. Because every companion has a place that they stand at when they're ready to tell you.
Commander, can we talk?
Yeah.
Commander, I've been thinking on the fact that so many of my slack-witted brethren believe it reasonable that I've been marked for death. So much so that I've missed the obvious, our communication devices. There is someone who would have tried to contact me to warn me. Someone who wouldn't have been taken in by a faked kill order.
Seems stupider than the last. I'm gonna say this one. Seriously? Each of them seems stupider than the last. Except for you, of course. I was gonna say the bottom option.
Point taken. You know, I really should have seen the flaw in recruiting suggestible slackwits to our cause. But Severin is different. I knew him from before. Long before the Glorious Dawn. We had a secret code we used to hide things from our parents before... Well, never mind that.
No, okay, normally I let them continue, but, never mind never mind what? You can't just say something like that and expect me to ignore it.
Very well. Let's just say that he was forbidden to associate with me and leave it at that. Anyway, if he used that code to embed a message to me within a Dawn missive, no one would have even known it was there. I should have been checking our comm devices, damn it. That cell in Newton you've been asked to clear out might be a good candidate to find one of our devices. Hopefully, it will bring me that much closer to whoever it is I need to kill to put an end to this nonsense.
Okay, well now this makes no sense. I'll explain once we're done talking. Sounds like a good idea. So, we start her quest stabbing at shadows. Asa wants you to help her get to the bottom of who in the Glorious Dawn betrayed her and why. Search Glorious Dawn camps for messages to Asa. Asa believes one of her fellow cultists, a friend she knew from her earlier life, would know the kill order is fake and would have tried to contact her. She wants to search Dawn encampments to see if he left a coded message on a communications device similar to the one you found in the In-Ray range. Asa suggested searching the Glorious Dawn camp in Newton. So the reason why this makes no sense is because while doing the quest, A Study in Disruption, Asa stopped me and said, we can't enter this camp. We should wait. Basically, we should wait till we complete her quest first so that when we enter the camp, no one will be hostile to us, basically is what she says. And now she's telling us, no, we need to go into the camp to do her quest where everyone's going to be hostile towards us. So why couldn't we have just gone in? Like, even I had Marisol with me, and Marisol even says, Asa's right. We should probably send Asa back to the ship or come back later. So both of them are telling me I can't enter to do Asa's quest, or I can't enter to do that quest that I was on because I need to do Asa's quest first. And then Asa's quest is just the same thing. Enter the camp. Enemies will be hostile. Wing it. Okay, well, because it is also tied into the order, I will be bringing an order member as well. It just kind of just makes zero sense. And you're not going to see that footage because that quest video can't be posted till I finish this video. But now I'm going back to Newton. Unless I'm supposed to sneak around the entire time. It just makes no sense. If I remember, I could throw the footage in so that you see what I'm talking about. But I probably won't remember because I'm going to do a bunch of videos in a session. Well, we already walked up this way for the other video. Let's go let's go to south, and then we'll walk up the south path so that it's new. And I think I'll cut it here because then that might remind me to add in the footage where she tells me I can't go up there.
Commander, glorious dawn up ahead. Probably best to turn back until I've sorted whatever treachery has undermined my status within the ranks. I'd welcome the bloodshed, but that's not going to get me my answers. What? Sorry. Caught me lost in my upper story. There's something you wanted to converse on?
What was it you were saying about the glorious dawn in Newton?
Simply that, as much as I'd welcome the bloodshed, it may be wise for me to avoid members of the Dawn until I get their treachery sorted.
If we're bound next for Newton, might be wise for Azza to head back to the ship.
Though I'd also point out that if I can resolve my problems with the Glorious Dawn, then I may be more effective in Newton. Whether that be through diplomacy or killing.
Okay, well, I think you should stay with the group for now, and we will go figure your thing out.
Excellent. Let the killing commence.
All right, to the south path. Oh, hold on. Anything new to add?
I'm not just saying this because I take great joy in the killing of those who have betrayed me, but we should find some Glorious Dawn camps so I can send a message to my old friend.
I mean, again, she said, like, let's not do this.
Lovely day for a coup, dear. The only surprise about the Protectorate's consul usurping the Sovereign's authority is it did not happen sooner. May all our endeavors yield expected results.
That ties into the previous quest that you will have had to do, so it's not spoilers, because you had to do it to do this quest. Okay.
Recharged for mayhem!
Unready!
Step aside. Swine. This might sting.
Unready. Not ready. Unready.
Standing by to stupefy.
I'm trying to keep the baby one, but okay.
Combatant scan.
As a... See, I don't know if I can damage my allies. Azza is the only person that I have shot who has said, don't shoot me. Like right there, where she just said, I hope that wasn't intentional. So I don't know if I can hurt my allies. But I'm really trying not to. The only other person who runs into battle is Tristan, because they gave us 4 long range, 2 close range this time. But, hello.
Proceeding to attack.
All in the wrist. Step aside. Swine.
Oh, God. Oh, it wasn't reloaded.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Okay, there we go. It's an order member. That's an order member. That door is barred shut. That's got lights flickering like it's a horror movie. I mean, a lot of bits. Plasma pistol with lots of plasma rounds. Get back on track. I don't know why I pulled this out. I pulled it out to make sure it was reloaded, but I reloaded it before I put it away. Okay, and we're back here.
That rift should cause us no problems now that we've acquired the modulator.
Except on the other side. As I didn't search this half. Oh, he tried to hit himself with that antibiotic cream. That won't help with gun wounds, bro. Or I guess knife wounds? Because they're... I don't think the cultists are ranged, are they? Do the cultists use gun? We've only met the cultists once. So I don't remember what they fight with. I want to say they're all melee. But, that feels like that's incorrect. There's stairs. You don't gotta vault over anything. You can just use the stairs. No notes or lore to know what happened here, aside from a rift blew up the bridge. Thought I heard a voice. I'm guessing if we went up the south path, once we got here, she would stop us and tell us we can't go. Now, we're good to go. Let's drop a double save because this is part of a secondary quest that I want to have in its own video. Oh. To make sure I have multiple saves. Yeah, this is the north side. Oh! It's not the north side. Those are Dawn Alkalites. Okay, so hold on. Is this a situation where... No, they are hostile. They are red. They are hostile.
Enemy spotted.
I'm trying to figure out if I should be stealthing. Or... Because she's cool with killing them. But she also originally said, before I did the quest,
Aggressor at head.
that she didn't want to kill them. Neighborhood power connection interface, south. This console controls the power functions on the southern side of Newton. A display reads power supply system. I can inspect the connections. The topmost connection is labeled Southern Residential Power Supply. We already knew that. It appears this connection can be modified to disable the power to the residential building with an engineering of 7 or being innovative. As you modify the connection, you hear the nearby energy wire powering down. Did it crash? I just started. Did it crash? Yeah, it's just, it crashed because I can't do anything. I thought if I unplugged the controller and plugged it back in, like maybe I disconnected it. Okay, well that's 2 crashes in 2 different back-to-back quests. I'm hoping this isn't going to be a constant thing. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to see if we can talk.
Torpificator is charged.
The answer was no. Okay. She is still kill on sight. So I'm going to stealth through it. And if we get caught after I try to stealth through it, I don't care. I'll kill them. I'm not going to keep reloading saves. But I want to try to stealth through it because she did tell me she didn't want to kill them because they're idiots. They don't know what they're doing. They don't understand that they're not supposed to be attacking her. I think she has a legitimate kill order out on her. She just doesn't want to accept it. But
Scoping out a hostile.
When all is consumed, all will become equal.
it keeps freezing there. I think because it has to do a lot of power to shut that down. So it freezes because it's just rendering too much. My definitely knocking them out knockout stick. He's definitely knocked out. He's knocked out, Azza. It tells me. It says, sleepy time. Sneak attacks with this weapon harmlessly shock the target, automatically paralyzing them. Feel free to believe anyone knocked out by this weapon is just unconscious. So, I didn't kill that guy. They are knocked out. You see the cobblings of what looks like to be, just say looks to be, some sort of makeshift explosive device. On it seems to be a poorly written note, conveying that this may be the only way for the Glorious Dawn to get inside some of these sealed doors. I can use my explosives of 7 to blow it up. Otherwise, I have to have Incendiary Chef and ex-convict.
Aggressor at hand.
Okay, I'm knocking them out, 100%. Trust. So the question is, where am I actually? Oh, obviously it's going to be in the constable's room, so I do have to blow this up. No, there's got to be a stealthier way to get inside.
Crosses me, I'll cross them off. I'm a full bird today.
Is that a person?
When all is consumed, all will become equal.
It's nice to finally have enemies that I can use this stick on. Every other enemy I've come across, it won't get knocked out in one hit.
Everything must become nothing.
The North Power. Same thing as before, but for the north side.
More can be.
Just to be safe, let's save, because if it crashes again,
Everything.
inspect it, shut it down. Oh, because it was supposed to do an animation at the other one, but yeah, it kept freezing, and I just skipped the animation. Okay. So now all power is off on both sides. Oh, so there are lockboxes. Okay, I haven't seen any lockboxes on Cloister or
A quick once over.
Praetor. As soon as I stand up, I apparently just make a lot of noise. Okay.
So much for that.
Maybe don't turn around next. I just noticed it is saying killed. It says killed. Nope. It told me I can choose to believe I'm knocking them out. I'm choosing to believe that because it told me I can.
Everything must become nothing before it can become everything.
I mean, they're just peons. That sounds mean, but that is factual.
My piety is the key. When all is consumed, all will become equal.
The thing is, I can't move bodies, so if I knock him out...
Bring that up.
I think what would have been funnier
In the rim.
is if it said enemy knocked out and then it changed it to killed. Or if,
Sharpen up. Hostiles nearby.
or if it said enemy
Cannot threaten one who welcomes obliteration.
killed and then was like, I mean knocked out.
Show yourself. Commander, when is the patrol back? Rift is my
Guys.
gateway to transcendence. My piety is the key.
You really gonna open the door on me? Very self-conscious of their low score on a standardized test of intelligence. Isn't wearing underwear.
Everything must become nothing before it can become everything.
You gonna go away? You have a weird walking path.
You cannot threaten one who welcomes obliteration.
Yeah.
Has an itch that cannot be scratched and also has eczema. I got you. That's the spot, right? So the power I turned off was to this building. Oh, that's an enemy. Oh. Enemies are in there, so I locked it. this is the building that has the explosives. I was just trying to see if there was another way in on the roof. There is not. Oh! Nope, that's not my shield. Okay. Because that's an enemy spawn as well. So can I close this one off? No. Cannot close that one off, which means if I get caught, enemies can spawn from there. I know, Azza, you wanted to kill them, but they're unconscious. Just don't forget that. No, don't forget that part. Everyone remember that part. They are unconscious. They are not dead. So this is the other enemy spawner that I closed with the power. Hold on, I gotta know what your secret is, buddy. What is your secret? Is it something you need to be knocked out for? Wonders where all the aliens are. That is true. This, just like Starfield, there are no aliens outside of the weird creatures we have to deal with. Very self-conscious of their low score on the we already got you, bro. You're just recycling them. You're just recycling them now. A lot of foil. Bet Alien Lover would love this foil. Yeah, that was a huge problem with Starfield, in my opinion, was choosing to not introduce an alien race. But not just that they just straight up said in the first game, because they intend to make more, that they don't believe there are any intelligent aliens out there. And don't get me wrong, they could still pull an alien out of their ass for the sequel. But by saying there were no known aliens out there, they kind of put themselves in a corner. Because the whole, like, thing about space games is finding and hooking up with, there's an enemy spawner right there, hooking up with aliens. Let's add low health. How are you gonna make a space game and just say, sorry, no aliens? Can I interest you in a space piano? Oh, there's a named one. Hierarch Wolcott wishes they could wear capes and not be laughed at. How are you seeing me? Grumpy. That's the one who opened fire right when I walked through the door. Urge to kill is rising. So the two ones who are guarding the entrance just want to kill. Which does make sense. Don't worry though, Azza. I will let you kill the other guy. I will let you kill the Hierarch. How did I miss the cereal? Finally, something. Solving the conflict around Chantry seating. Okay. It has come to my attention that a certain amount of ruckus has occurred over the seating in the chantry. While it is true that studies have found those occupying the third pew reliably perform 0.15926% better than others in their cohort, we may not allow our personal desires to succeed to create strife within the whole. Therefore, effective immediately, every seer will maintain a rotational roster of their lecture and laboratory participants. Ensure each person receives a co-equal 3.14 hours in those pews before any individual is allowed to repeat. This rotation shall be continued ad infinitum. This shouldn't put an end to the irrational number of conflicts that have been occurring around those issues. Seer Putnam. Okay, I was hoping for real lore, and you guys are freaking fighting over the best seat. All right. Have you? Workbench. Probably should have put that helmet on, but okay. To each their own. Oh, don't fault it. There's stair. Oh, that's the dead body. It's like, who else is here? I only had 2 companions. More foil. Make your guys' hats out of.
Our only salvation lies in annihilation.
Is the only way in there really to blow it up? So it's just you 4. A very serious case of negativity. This morning, I found Proctor Turing critically slumped before his desk, an enigmatic look upon his face. Proctor, I said, you appear really negative today. What is the root of this dour expression? It is my book of equations, he replied. It says it is of absolutely no value because it suffers from a plethora of problems. Yet has no solutions. Oh, that's easy to solve, I said with a smile. You're just an idiot. Just remind it that for every 2 negative things it tallies about itself, the rest of us only see a positive equivalent. There's another enemy spawner in here. Alright. So, I do want to kill this guy. But I also want to see what other options we have first. You see a partially disassembled auto dock. Use medical of at least 7 to make a trauma kit. Done. Give me my trauma kit. Small slab of meat. When Walcott turns around. Good to go? I'm gonna get into the church. And we'll see.
Hostile in proximity.
There are no people in the church. Blood-soaked gothic helmet. Well, it looked like there was no blood on that, but man, if only that could have been a unique item. These helmets come pre-blood soaked for your convenience. Okay, which Q was it? Or Pew, not Q. Which Pew was it? The third pew. Well, but there's which third as in 1, 2, 3? Third as in 3 at the back? Well, I don't know which one you mean. Oh, but here we are. So we didn't even need to go through and kill all those people. We could have just sneaked straight into here. Sneaked? Snucked? Snoked? Snacked? I could snack.
Finally! Maybe now I can get to the truth of this kill order nonsense. I just need to check our comms device for a coded message from my old acquaintance, Severin. I knew it! He wants to help me find out who's behind this. I sent a reply telling him to meet me here on Cloister. It's not too far and should be safe. I found what I was looking for. No need to continue messing with the Dawn's communication devices.
You know what I am a little curious about? I'm so stupid, but I'm going to do this. Okay, at first we're going to kill him. Then I'm going to reload a save and sneak in without killing anyone, because I want to finish her quest and see if I can walk freely among these guys. And since now I know where it's at, and the fact that I could just easily sneak here. Hey.
Torpificator is charged.
Oh, Lewis! Step aside. Swan.
Wow. You dropped like nothing.
Let me recharge.
I was like, wait, where's the third guy?
This might sting. A lot. Step aside.
Did not even shoot the one that I wanted you to shoot. Okay, but all the enemy spawners I couldn't close now have enemies spawning in them. And I need a non-shocky stick. What do we want to use? What do we want to use? I'm using the Oracle a lot. See, the problem with these things are that they affect allies. Right? Can't use my critter capture. Have I ever used Cleo's the Hunt? Can I use this?
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Oh, she ran right in front of that bullet. Oh my god. She leaped backwards because she does a leap attack and she pushed me out of the way.
Have a fix on their weak.
Okay.
Taking the fight out of. Locking them down.
This might sting. A lot. All in the wrist.
Oh, I thought you had a name. I read Dawn and I was like, what?
Commander. Check your scopes.
I know. So that's not really worth. The shotgun's just not a good option. I use my Rattler? I'm just trying to mix it up so I'm not just using the only the same weapons all the time. Oh, well.
Improve your odds.
Ow! They pushed me backwards. I was trying to climb over something and not backward. They pushed me forwards and I got knocked forward. But okay. Now I'm gonna go back and sneak through. Without killing anyone. I don't think it's gonna matter. They might, because I honestly believe that the kill order against Azza is legit. But just in case, she did tell me she didn't want to have to kill her cultists. It's just like
Hostile in proximity.
When all is consumed,
just like Ellie. She's trying to be tough. She's also really not that tough. I mean, she's tough, but I mean, she's not. She's trying to be heartless, but she's not heartless. She could still love killing and have a heart.
How dare you try to circumnavigate my authority?
I will do more than that unless you summon your leader immediately. I don't need to waste my time speaking with a mere acolyte.
I don't... that is...
What? I tried to do this earlier. I tried to have a conversation, but he just immediately turned hostile. Now all of a sudden he's like, talk to me? Look, we have a device that will power... a device with the power to manipulate rifts. You better do what she says.
I can't. Hierarch Walcott, you're needed over here. So, the power to manipulate rifts. That seems, let me just say I apologize if I've offended you in any way.
Walcott? Walcott's your hierarch? Shit.
Well, look here. I never expected to see you again, Azahelia. Here to spread more deceptions like your broadcast.
Azahelia. Okay. So, sounds like you two know each other?
Walcott here blamed his lack of ascension in our ranks on imagined machinations on my part instead of the real cause. His thoroughly sycophantic ineptitude.
Well, this has been delightful as always, Azahelia. What say I have my sycophants kill you now? Unless you have any further inanities to spew as your last words.
Just that I might have regretted killing everyone here if they'd not been following a disgrace such as yourself. But now, I'm going to enjoy it.
All right, well, who am I to deny a crew member their simple joys? Fighting is it. Fighting it is.
Glorious Dawn! Attack the interlopers, now!
Stun weapon
So,
ready, Commander.
so we could have talked.
Torpificator at ready
Okay, there's
status.
no way of doing it without them. Oh, I'm stuck on geometry. Without them getting mad. So, oh, I did already have it out. Where's he at? There he is.
Step aside. On your wrist.
He's out of my range,
Restore
Azza.
my life or avenge my death.
Threat detected. Check your scope for combatant analysis.
Oh, hi. Didn't realize you were already up next to me.
Apologies. But no target, no attack. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Medic, please.
Oh, there's a grenade. I feel like I'm getting hit from someone over there, but there's no one there. It's a maniac!
Thank you, dear.
I'm alive. Who needs to die? Alive. Step aside. Swine. Still charging. Primed. Avenge my death.
Torpification in progress. Locking them down.
Oh, I thought someone was next to me. It's just her.
Scanned.
Scoping out a hotspot.
Oh, come on.
Adversary.
Are you still there? Are you still
Standing
there?
by to stupefy. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Am I being pushed back when I fire this?
You've suffered extensive damage, Commander. Would not refuse medical support.
Like when I fire my rifle? Is it pushing me backwards? Like when I shoot from the hip?
Hostilities are afoot.
Oh, come on. Oh, because I didn't close the doors on this save file. Okay, yep, that's right. Power doors were not closed. Power doors were not closed. Oh, there's a lot more people here. I knew I could hear footsteps behind me. Okay. I saw him throw the grenade, but I don't see it. Or I don't see my indicator. I... Are you just infinitely spawning? Or am I getting close to the end? I don't even see that guy. I don't have hands. My hands are gone. That is not breaking your shield fast enough. Why is this Dawn Zealot more powerful
Proceeding to attack.
than their leader? Why is that a thing? Where is he?
I'll handle this.
Because we blew him up a while back. There he is. He has nothing on his body. So I
Check your
think...
scopes for combatant analysis.
I think
What
no...
in the fuck is happening to the glorious dawn?
Alright, yeah. I think we have to kill them. Like, they can't... You can't let them live. Because I could not continue without killing some of them. Like, I could have spared Walcott and his two lackeys here by just leaving. But if I killed no one, it kept forcing me to engage in a conversation. Every time. So I think I have to kill the members that are here. But now I gotta go back and re-loot everything. And then we'll continue forward. Well, before I take off, I need to blow open this door that I forgot about. The device will explode after a countdown of 10 seconds. I did look through the back window. What's inside is an audio log, so I didn't kill anybody. The bodies inside were already dead. But now I can dress like a constable. They worship what? Myself a pitchball card for Kevin Lamb.
Well, we have visitors. At first, we thought they were converts to the Order, newly initiated into the wonders and glory of the plan. And they apparently mistook us for believers of their zealous delusion. They are nonsensically worshippers of the rifts. The literal, actual rifts. Supposedly, through the rifts, we transcend this mortal coil and are united in an ethereal utopia. Instead of the more likely experience of having one's atoms ripped apart. Still, despite their peculiar notions and rituals, we did not consider this to be disqualifying of our good grace and hospitality. until they toss Johansson into the rift. And while I cannot say for certain what happens when you pass through a rift, those of us who remain have no intention of finding out. We are planning a quiet exit in the night.
And then they killed you all. Okay. Alright. Well, before we go find your buddy Severin...
I'm certain as soon as I talk to Severin, I'll be able to figure this all out. No matter how I turn this over in my mind, I find no answers. Perhaps their faith failed them, and they succumbed to greed, sold us out for some measly bits.
How can you be sure he hasn't sold you out too?
I can't, but I'm fairly confident he wouldn't. If he did, he'll die like the rest of them. Then I'd truly be at a loss, with no idea how to get back in the Dawn's good graces. If we're so deeply infiltrated, I'm certain our leader will have gone to ground.
Okay.
Such as?
I'd like to talk about the information we found at the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. No, we'll talk about that in a different one. Did you also have that option?
Agent, what do you need?
No.
May all our...
Right before we do the next main story quest, I'll talk to her about it. So where are we going? All the way over to here? That's an odd choice. So he joined the Order, because that's where the Order is hanging out. It also could have given me a fast travel point
Whenever
over there.
I had to eliminate someone as head intercessor, I always enjoyed the challenge of making it look like an accident.
Ooh, what fun! What sort of accidents?
Oh, the typical casual causalities of casualties. Choking on a fab witch, drowning in the bathtub, falling down stairs, faulty life support systems, tripping into an incinerator.
Oh, those I've killed all die from accidents, too. Drowning in their own blood, falling on my dagger, their heads fall off, they explode.
That's the right idea, dear. But you need to work on the execution.
Work on my executions. Got it. Thanks for the lesson.
These two are perfect for each other. It's literally like she's Granny to Azza. I think they are my favorite two people. Probably because I'm peaceful and trying not to murder, and these two just are totally cool with murdering. I mean, Marisol wants to turn a new leaf. She wants to be better. But at the same time, she's an assassin. You do what you're good at. You got 2 assassins, 2 doctors, technically 3 soldiers because Inez is a soldier. But Tristan and Niles are soldiers. Oh wait, it's like, wait, did that save?
Over here!
Your tattoo isn't as well done as Az's are.
You, I don't know you, but you, I do. It's good to see you, Azza. It's me, Severin. You know, I've never been to Cloister before. It's cold.
What is wrong with you? Boy, damn it! Did they mentally refresh you?
No, let's just say I'm well lubricated. You tried the new Prestige gin? It helps when you have to do something you really don't want to do.
Wow, did I call it? Wait, did I say it? It might have been when I wasn't recording. But I think I said he was going to betray us. Using a a brilliant or speech of 4. So, this is a trap, isn't it?
Yes, there are a bunch of sentinels in hiding. When I give the word, they're to execute both of you.
Not before I mentally refresh your brain pan with my knife.
So he's mentally refreshed. So not by the cult. He was seized and mentally refreshed by the whatever they're called, the Protectorate. Because why else would Sentinels be working with the cult? I mean, Asa must like you, or you'd already be dead. No, hold on. Unlike Asa, I'd like to know what's going on before resorting to violence. Explain yourself.
I didn't want to do this. I guess I shouldn't have questioned the kill order so loudly. It was real. It came from the exalted leader herself. She summoned me, knew of the message I'd sent, said I'd ruined everything. To save myself, save the Dawn, I had to do this. I'm a coward. I didn't want to die. I'm sorry, Asa.
I mean, if you're truly sorry, help us avoid the Sentinels.
Absolutely not. We don't need his help. We should just kill him and get on with the Sentinel killing. If we die, at least I'll be taking a great many of them with us.
I mean, we would live through the fight anyways. But it would be better to get his help so we can live to confront your exalted leader.
You make a compelling argument. No need to waste our time killing yet more faceless cogs in the Protectorate machine. As fun as that may be.
But you're basically just asking me whether I'd like to be killed by you or the Sentinels. Because when they figure it out, they'll execute me.
Should have thought of that. I don't want to lie. Why does this have to be a lie? Why would this be me lying to him? If he's mentally refreshed, so now none of this makes any sense. The cult is not supposed to be the same as the Protectorate. They are Protectorate people who defected to create a cult. Why would they be refreshing people? Why would they have Sentinels? Sentinels are the people for the Protectorate. Did they just retain the name of Sentinel for the Glorious Dawn instead of creating a new name? Because that's just kind of lazy. There's no way I can tell him something else. Like, I don't think he needs to die. If he is refreshed, mentally refreshed, basically under mind control, he didn't betray Asa intentionally. Even though he said he did sell her out, that's because he's forced to say yes to everything that they base. He's forced to do whatever they say, as we saw when we went through the mental refresh place. It's hypnotism, it's mind control, whatever you want to call it. You know what? If he dies, he dies. No, they won't. Just tell them that I already captured her for the, no, because that just sounds like a lie. Well, if that's the case, we can't sacrifice your life for ours.
What? Fine. I can't believe how weak traveling with you is making me. Do what you need to do. And then make yourself scarce.
Thank you. I really am sorry, Asa. Sentinels, target confirmed.
Wrist weapon prime!
Also, I want to see what these Sentinels are. Like, are they just, they're just Protectorates! What? That makes Why? They should have. Why would they not be?
Hastening to cover. Replenishing my firearm.
Why would they not be?
Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander.
See, if they're gonna be Protectorate soldiers, then it shouldn't have... I'm too busy talking because of how none of this makes any sense.
Disturbance detected.
If they're gonna be Protectorate soldiers, right?
Short on targets at the moment. Torpification in progress.
Then there should not be... You still alive? Fine.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Oh, there's still a sniper. Okay. So if they're gonna be Protectorate soldiers, then why would he be worried about the exalted leader?
Lay down fire.
Why? Is that Azamoni?
Strategically optimal.
Maintaining perfection.
That's not Asa moaning. That's that enemy moaning. Why are they moaning?
I'm alive. Who needs to die? Step aside. Swine. This might sting. A lot. Thank you, dear.
It started a cutscene and immediately canceled it before I could watch it. I think she was gonna pull me aside to talk to me, but it immediately shut it off. I didn't even get to do anything. Did I break the game?
I told Severin to meet us at a spot near here.
It
Let's keep
did
moving.
break. It broke. Okay. It broke. Broke. No. Okay, let's see. Let's see how we fix this.
Recharged for mayhem.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
But you... All in the wrist.
Mitigating the threat. Torpification in progress.
Refilling your weapon.
Target analyzed. Lay down.
You mean reloading?
Consider self-preservation a priority. Combatant scan.
A lot.
Oh, sometimes she'll frickin' just teleport behind him, but that time, no. She... That time she didn't want to teleport behind him.
Foreign agent.
Oh, has a...
I can't believe the Exalted Leader sent Severin as bait. Not to mention betraying the Dawn to save her own life. What a coward. The unspeakable things I will do when I find her. Well, once I find her. The Exalted... No, I won't refer to her as such any longer. Dagmar continually moved around for safety. She always initiated contact with me. We do know that she was in league with the Sentinels, though. There's nothing of it but to get ourselves inside their headquarters on Praetor. We'll track her by accessing their comm system.
Okay. So now it would have been nice if I would have brought... See, I brought Marisol, because Marisol kept talking, and also we were going to a location. But now that I know that the Protectorate's involved, I should have brought Tristan. To see how he would have... See if he would have said anything about the Sentinels showing up. But okay. So the cult is working with the Protectorate. Or at least Dagmar is working with the Protectorate. We're just going to waltz in and access their system? How is that supposed to work?
We don't need to worry about their systems. My parents were vigilant. I stole their access codes when I was younger, but never had the nerve or call to use them. Once we do, they'll become unusable, as they'll set off all sorts of alarms.
All right, let's go get your answers. Okay. I'm going to bring Tristan for the next part, since Marisol's not talking, and it's going to be Protectorate involved. So that's our tie-in with why the Protectorate is here. The Dagmar is working with the Protectorate. I mean, they were always Protectorate people. Yeah. Just not what I was expecting. Because I have a save right before. If you see it, you'll see it. But otherwise, I'm gonna stop here and load up the save and bring Tristan to see if he says anything. And if he does, I'll throw it in. If he doesn't, then yeah, you won't be seeing it. Yeah, Tristan had nothing to say.
Dagmar. The cur. How could she betray me? Her, of all people. The one who recruited me into the Dawn and saved my life. And out of all the cultists, she elevated me to the highest rank in the Dawn. Was her right hand.
Professor Check, I can stroke my chin and nod knowingly. I see. Go on.
She was my supervisor. I was just a lowly scientist. She alone could see the shell the Protectorate encased me in. And when she saw my pain, she looked into my background. It was then that she recruited me.
I didn't take a screenshot during that. It just cut her audio for no reason. So I don't know why it cut there. You were a scientist? What did she find in your background that led her to recruiting you?
My psychological profile. I saw it once. Recommended sending me to mental refreshment when I was young. Repeatedly. Something about killing sprats. But my parents were able to keep that from happening. The paranoia the Protectorate creates in its subjects crowds everything else out. Even familial love. They were terrified that my behavior would lead people to start looking at them askance.
I mean, there was also the sprat killing.
You remember I told you they were vigilant, right? They could have helped me in numerous ways, ways lesser subjects' parents couldn't. But they did nothing. Just locked me away until I learned to hide my feelings. My existence was always bleak, joyless, without purpose. Just like every other subject's. Dagmar was the first friend I'd had since I was a young child. She gave me a life, a family. Or so I thought.
A speech of two. Well, good thing you don't need her anymore, since you have me now. That's okay. Guess that's what I'm saying.
Thank you. But Dagmar has shown me I can't depend on anyone. I have to let my beliefs guide me now. They're all I have left. It's hard to explain, but outside of the lab, thinking only ever confused me, got me into trouble. Since I joined the Dawn, everything has been so much simpler. I depend on the Dawn's beliefs. Without them, I would have nothing but a purposeless existence. I just can't, and I won't. I'm certain we've better things to do than whatever this is.
Okay, well, we'll talk later. She's just Ellie. Her entire backstory is almost the exact same as Ellie's backstory. It's just better because they actually gave companions alignments, right? So lawful, good, neutral? I would say neutral. It's hard to tell. Lawful, again, hard to tell. Evil, lawful, neutral. She's an assassin, but she's doing right in her opinion. Chaotic evil for Azza. Lawful good, and lawful good. The issue with the first game is that they were almost all, and that's a problem with this one. These guys are all lawful. Every one of them other than Azza is lawful, which was kind of the same thing they did in the first game, except it wasn't lawful. They were all neutral. Every one of them was neutral, with the exception... No, wait, no, yeah, every single one of your party members... No, Parvati was good. And Vicar was good. But there was no evil character in the first one. The closest you got was Ellie, and Ellie was still just neutral. Felix was neutral. Yoka was neutral. Sam was neutral. And I think that Tristan's supposed to be evil because he's Protectorate, but he's not. He's still lawful. Still good. He's just, his understanding is different than ours, but he's still a good person. Marisol is an assassin, but she's still a good person. I really feel like they could have done a bit better in giving you more of a variety in the companions that you get. Because, yeah, just looking at these three right here, they're all lawful good alignment. Whereas if you're gonna have 6, it should be 2 good, 2 neutral, 2 evil. Oh yeah, Tristan didn't have anything to say when I brought him along. So now I'm gonna bring him along again, because now we're going into a Protectorate location. He might have something to say. Yeah, Sam was true neutral because he's a robot. He does whatever he does. Oh, well, now we're going back here. I did clear this place. Yoka's neutral. Is she true neutral? She leans more good. Parvati's also just... She's just good. Oh, are you considered hostile?
Huh? There's malefactors identified.
Okay, well, I was gonna let you live, my dude.
Perfection is perfect.
Aggressor at
That
hand.
cover spot looks much better.
Did you say perfection? It's perfect?
Employing a third rest peaceful labor. Pilot his... Recommence Commencing hostilities. Hastening to cover.
There has to be a way to turn the robot off. I thought I cleared it, the location, which is why I was just going to go through the front door. And then I was going to sneak around and go through the back, but my companions ran straight on in.
You have my thanks and...
Yeah, and your hammer. I got it. Yeah, there is a back entrance through the tomb. Through the tomb to get inside. So everyone inside should be dead. I just didn't clear the front entrance. And didn't know that they had a bunker mech. If it's like the other bunker mech, there's a terminal I can use. I just need to find it. Wait, is it taking continuous electric damage?
Still charging.
I thought it was charging. One of you is pushing me while I'm trying to get my aim going.
It is the duty of every protector.
Whatever you're peddling, I'll never purchase.
I suppose registration is in order.
Trust the plan. Preserve said progress. Sustain the
Knowledge evaluation. In order to unlock the armory, you must complete an evaluation of your knowledge of Protectorate history. All questions must be answered properly to open the armory door. Are you ready to begin? Yes. What will the age of the sovereign Ruben v.a.l.e.r.i.e on the day of his passing? 88? Listed answers incorrect. The console frowns on you. User is allowed one mistake. Any further, it will incur an electric shock. Okay. Notice, passcode system change. Your questions before were laughable. What was the first colony ever founded in Arcadia? Even children know that Pioneer's Pride. That's Pioneer's Pride, fool. You're making the day's shift. Sentinels look like a bunch of doddering lunkheads. I've replaced your asinine queries with ones that you shan't be able to crack at 1,000 millennia. No, getting into the armory without bypassing them. If you disable the electrical punishment circuitry, I'll let all know of your cowardice. All shall know the superiority of night shift over the day shift. Sentinel Harrison? 40. What? Wait. Both answers were wrong.
An explosive!
The hammer is quicker than the gun.
Really? Well, I would have landed that hit if Azza didn't jump right in front of my bullet. I mean, I guess it's quicker because you can just run straight and swing, but... Okay. So both answers were incorrect. Yes. I did 40. Smash the keys. Answer is still incorrect.
Commander, steel yourself.
Okay. Apollo's pitchball card. What is this? Classified History of Protectorate. You flip through this book's many pages, each of which bear more long black redaction lines than actual sentences. Eventually, however, one unredacted line stands out to you. Passed into advanced age, Sovereign Ruben v.a.l.e.r.i.e sought to extend his service to the Protectorate and accordingly his life. After much experimentation, the Sovereign unfortunately passed away at the age of 115. Oh, wait, that just gave me a quest. Called A Noble History. Access to the Central Control Armory is locked behind a Protectorate history examination. If you manage to pass the exam, you'll likely gain access. Well, we'll save that for its own thing. Hey, you were taking continuous shock damage. And just died. Is someone else? Hi.
Mediating! Recently! You must keep your blood...
As I'm giving you time to get to him, you better hurt. You guys said the frickin' hammer was faster. I'm giving her a chance. I could have just shot him. Guys, did you... Okay. You got him. Ladies and gentlemen, they got him. Welcome, Sentinel. Please select from the following. Search the message for Dagmar Sharp. General communications. Well, if I'm going to do a video on this thing for a quest I didn't know existed, I'll read those terminal entries in that video, because right now we're busy getting Dagmar Sharp. Warning, restricted function, request, input passcode to continue. Well, entered as his passcode. High priority messages from Dagmar Sharp. From Sharp, Project Asa, current status. To Consul Thoreau, who we are in the process of needing to hunt down and kill. Asa still lives despite the kill order. The incompetence of my so-called cultists leaves me once again humiliated and offering my humblest apologies. To rectify this inexcusable state of affairs, I have sent a cadre of sentinels to extinguish her life, using her old friend Alkalite Severin as bait. I must beg one last indulgence, if I may. After Asa is dead, I would like Alkalite Severin delivered to my office for debriefing prior to execution.
We don't have to track her down. She's here. She didn't betray us to the Sentinels. She is a Sentinel. With a fucking office in Central Control. Something like this could really cause one to question their sanity.
There? If you wish to feel better, try thinking of wanton murder.
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that.
So good thing I brought him. What is with the visuals here? I know I'm bleeding out and dying from getting shocked and forgetting to heal. But why does the visual style look so much different? Even for Tristan. All of these just attack her sanity, so... I think we all know just how sane Asa is or isn't. Let's stay focused here.
I suppose congratulations are in order for having dispatched so many sentinels. Can't rightly say I'm surprised, what with your knack for wanton violence. But still, impressive. And let's not forget that I was the one who gave Azahelia Leitinger a purpose and fulfillment. Look at how much fun you've had.
Mm-hmm. Why am I just now saying this? We heard her name a while back. And also, Azahelia sounds fine. It's not a weird name. Well, you better start explaining why you betrayed Azza if you want to live.
Oh, she's dead already. But I might make it quick if you have a good explanation for your betrayal.
Let's not be hasty. I mean, can it even be a betrayal if it was always lies? But I must say, when I started the Dawn at the Consul's behest, I knew you were the perfect candidate.
What are you talking about? There were cultists before me.
No, there were not. The fiction of a cult was born out of the need to convince the Sovereign to return to the true spirit of the Protectorate. The Consul feared he was too weak.
You... How dare you! You shall pay dearly for daring to speak thus, and the Consul shall pay triple.
All right, well, I guess I'll use my speech check. I read the other ones. Arthurians dreaming of even more power. This would be tedious if it wasn't so terrifying.
I see that Azza isn't the only willfully ignorant person here. Society needs to be controlled for the greater good, by any means necessary. Or would you prefer a more corporate way of life?
I mean, I prefer neither, to be honest. Not a fan of servitude, no matter what you call it.
If you have issue with the nature of humankind, perhaps you should take it up with the Grand Architect.
Dagmar, all this can't be right. How can you spout such lies? Our cause is righteous. It has to be.
As much as I'd prefer to not anger you, I must say your willful ignorance is still a thing to behold. You are always so willing to accept even the most specious of arguments. I can only hope your luck has run its course, and the remaining sentinels are able to put you down. Your death would put me back in the Consul's good graces. Goodbye, Azza.
No, that's too quick. What about... No, not painful enough. Yes, that's it. I just need to find a piece of heat-conducting metal and something to peel the skin effectively.
Yes, give in to the hate. We'll discuss this later. Okay. You know what? We'll discuss the methods later, but I agree she must die. Yeah, I've got no problem with her being killed. To save you and Arcadia from the cult.
I've no idea what you're speaking of. The Glorious Dawn is the future of Arcadia. Dagmar must die violently because she betrayed us.
I'm just saying we shouldn't act rashly.
I know of no other way to act.
That's true. Of course, what could I have been thinking? She does have an actual office here. I've been through this place. How did I not find her office the first time we came through here? I would have remembered the name, right? Yet I don't remember there being a sharp. I have 40 bullets. That's not going to be enough. Okay.
Questions are an addiction.
So it did respawn people in here, though.
I shall not stay your execution.
Forever vigilant. Wrong place to linger.
Imbeciles! How did you let Azza get this far? Stop her! She means to assassinate me!
I advise you decamp directly.
Where are you?
Back to it.
that door's shut. Hi. I did let these guys live because they were working out last time. I never killed them. Some of these are the corpses left over from Tristan's quest. Yeah. Wait, these guys are all dead from when I came here for Tristan.
Prudence dictates. Help you.
I shall reduce them to a flurry. Your judge on the authority of the sovereign. Prosecuting viscerally.
I guess there was a door down here. Was there a locked door though?
Dagmar would never let herself be cornered. She's sure to have an escape route. We should find it.
I did see this. Okay, so that makes a bit more sense now. Why is this one shut off? They're not one-time use. Tristan, why didn't you just stick at the front door? So that we can sneak in through the back with Azza. Because now she would just go out the front door, right?
Ah, you're still alive. No, let's not be too hasty here. You seem a rational person. There must be something we can do to resolve this peacefully. Please don't let Azza get her hands on me.
Why are you talking to them, Dagmar? I'm the one you must answer to.
Well, if only I had Psychopath. Let them talk.
Well, I'm waiting to hear your ineffectual arguments as to why you should be spared. And then I'll kill you. You can start by telling me why. Why'd you do it, and why me?
Why? I'm a loyal subject to the True Protectorate. What other reason is there? When the Consul tasked me to help save the colony, I did not even think to ask why. And you were an obvious choice. So lost, so dead inside. But then you went berserk. I never could have imagined how you'd take to the killing and mayhem. You brought me great praise from the Consul. Until you started asking questions and killing the wrong people.
And how exactly was starting a cult supposed to save the colony?
The Consul feared that the Sovereign wasn't up to the task he inherited. He actually believed the subjects no longer needed such a firm guiding hand. So the Consul set to creating a challenge for the Sovereign to rise to make manifest the hidden dangers he refused to see. It began with labeling political subversives members of a fictitious cult. When that didn't work, the Consul enlisted me to make the glorious dawn a reality.
Okay, well, which wrong people did she kill?
Which wrong people didn't she kill? We were supposed to work through intimidation and the perceived threat to our system. Sure, maybe kill some subjects, those that could possibly become threats to the Protectorate, but not the dozens she slaughtered. For Matriarch's sake, she was killing vigilance. And then she started asking questions that would have led to her discovering the truth. She had to die before the Consul decided to cut the link between Azza, him, and the Dawn. Me.
Okay, well, I'm shocked that filling a vulnerable person's head with lies turned out so poorly for you.
Enough of this blathering on. It's well past time for Dagmar and her life to part ways. As I told you before, there's only death for those who would betray the cult.
No, listen.
This might sting.
On the wrist.
Only the spineless assail the injured.
He's dead.
Oh, my phone's not muted, so I just got an achievement. Did you see the face? Did you see her face? Did you see the fear? I know she betrayed your trust. I'm sorry.
As am I. She should have suffered more for what she did. You know, for a moment there, I was questioning everything. But it quickly became obvious she was just lying to save herself.
Well, she probably would have, but in this case, she was telling the truth. We already know because in the previous mission before this one, we saw that the consul did a coup.
You're so naive. But don't feel bad. It took me until now to see through her subterfuge. No. The Glorious Dawn was always true. She was just using it for her own debased ends. Now that Dagmar is dead, I'll be leading the Dawn into the glorious future.
You should disband the Dawn. You don't need them. And they could turn into a threat to you.
True. There may be those that do not accept my leadership, but they will die. The Dawn is too important to disband. What little risk any of them may pose doesn't concern me. I can send out a general message from here, informing the cells that the previous Exalted Leader has betrayed us and has been dealt with, and that I am now in charge. I suspect some will simply jump into the closest rift. And to be perfectly candid, I'm hoping there are more than a few that refuse to acknowledge their new leader. Enough to keep my knife skills up, at least.
Don't ever change, Asa.
It's done. Let's leave this place. It sickens me.
There's your mod kit. She's the only one that I don't think had an option to be peaceful. Because I didn't get an option when talking to her to do a peaceful thing. I could make Tristan peaceful. I can make Marisol peaceful. Niles was peaceful, but I can convince his friend to be peaceful. Sorry, these are all kind of spoilers. And Inez can have a peaceful option. I didn't really get one with Asa, and I'm kind of fine with that. Messages from Dagmar Sharp. Subject, the perfect cultist. My glorious consul, I have much to report. My intuition was correct. I have found the perfect cultist. With the right prompting, one of my scientists, Asa Lettinger, is primed to become the agent of chaos needed to finally focus the Sovereign's attention. See, if I could have read this stuff before we fought, or before the conversation, it might have worked, but I was forced into the conversation when I entered the room. Making her completely dependent on me was shockingly easy. It seems a lifetime of isolation and loneliness has primed her to accept anything I tell her, as she now thinks of me as her only confidant and someone she can look to for a guidance. Your brilliant stratagem of publicizing undesirables as cultists at their executions has convinced her we have a large network already in place. When you deem the time is right, I shall release her into the field to begin recruiting others and sowing chaos. Yours in subservience. The next one is the progress report. As per your glorious plan, sending the cultists to places where they can cause the most disruption has been working magnificently. Unfortunately, the religious fervor is beginning to get the better of some of them, and we're losing more to the rifts every day. We must strengthen our revelations, forbidding them from joining with perfection, lest we have to need to continually replenish our supply of cultists, losing a few here and there, through self-sacrifice, idiocy. Wait, I feel like I've read something like this before on a different terminal. Self-inflicted violence, or fighting our brave soldiers, is to be expected, but we can't afford to replace them in mass and maintain the momentum we have achieved. I feel like I've read that exact terminal somewhere else. My glorious consul, my attempts to reign in Asa have so far been unsuccessful, but I am certain, given the time, I will be able to bring her to heel. If I may be so bold to humbly inquire, Your Eminence, it is really such a is it really such a bad thing to lose a few vigilant here and there? It keeps the threat of our glorious dawn in the forefront of their minds, which in turn applies more and more pressure on the sovereign himself. Perhaps it is what shall finally force him to act. And we have her personal logs. The kill order. I know what I've undertaken is righteous, for my consul has told me so repeatedly, but to actually witness Azza becoming a hollowed-out shadow of her former self has been difficult. It's as if the pain she is finally releasing after years of clamping down on it is eating her from within as she unleashes it on anyone and anything around her. It is hard to admit, even to myself, the fondness I once held for her has turned to revulsion when I see emptiness in her eyes. Well, you created that. Perhaps focusing on that instead of the person I once knew will make it easier for me to issue the kill order on her. Regardless of any personal feelings I may or may not have, I have no choice in the matter. It is the only thing that could conceivably get me back into the good graces of the consul. It's a refreshment. I find myself thoroughly dismayed at the consul's announcement. How could we have gotten to this place? The sovereign in mental refreshment. It is unthinkable. How could our plan to get the sovereign to fulfill his role as the inheritor of not only his father's legacy, but that of the matriarch herself, have failed so utterly? But of course, I am not privy to the consul's thoughts, and he is only doing what is best for the colony, as he has always done. It is not for me to question his judgment or his actions. I have the utmost faith that he will lead us from these troubled times. Revelations. The exalted leader is dead. Long live the exalted leader. Glorious Dawn, we have been betrayed. Our previous exalted leader thought to sell us out to the Sentinels to protect her miserable life. But do not trouble yourselves. She has been dealt with viciously, as all traitors deserve. Therefore, I have now assumed my rightful role as exalted leader and will accept nothing less than complete obedience. As I don't think there was anything else in here. Go ahead and I already did my speech, so we'll grab another hack, we'll grab a lockpick, and I guess we'll grab an observation. Oh, plus I get a perk. Well, now my psychopaths are pointless, because I finished her quest line. And I don't think psychopath is going to help me when I'm talking to Auntie. So what would help me talking to Auntie? The only other speech one I have is Intimidator. Connoisseur. Secret recipe. Because I'm never going to do the psychopath checks anyways, not on this character. So I might as well get Intimidator. Maybe that'll help me with the conversation with Auntie in the future.
I'm not ready to talk yet. Let's get out of here.
What about you?
Blast! I was halfway through my backwards recitation of each protectorate law. Good that repetition strengthens the mind. Speak freely. Certainly.
How did I drop that far? Okay. I have to walk outside the doors before it'll let me fast travel away, so... She didn't walk to her waiting spot. Is she in her room?
It's strange how I ended up here, leading the cult. If I hadn't started traveling with you, I may have spent my days hunting down the members I thought traitors and never realized it was Dagmar until too late. You may not have noticed, but I have a tendency to be a little impulsive. Reckless, even.
What, you reckless? Do you really plan to lead the cult? You don't have any doubts after what happened?
The cult needs me. They need my certainty. It was my deep faith that brought me through this trial, and it is my faith that will restore them. And I'm not discounting your part in all this. Like I said, without you, I'd be dead. The cult in ruins.
Well, that's a cheery thought, and one I'd prefer not to dwell on. I'm the reason this cult still exists.
If there's anything worse than my former fellow Protectorate subjects, it's corporate toadies. Such as?
Well, that's probably it. Next to Valerie, she has the least amount of conversation stuff to go on. Anything to add?
Did you need something? May all...
Anything to add?
Bending my ear? Speak freely. Certainly. I
Just keep dropping all my health while I talk to my people. Anything to add?
Got something that needs doing, Commander? Well, that Rift Lab sure was full of excitement. Went in thinking it was gonna be a simple heist. Walked out in the middle of a law-damned coup. Ain't that shocking in hindsight? The Protectorate were always trying way too hard to present a united front. Auntie would have given direction to dial back the theatrics some, I think. And now, we got this consul to contend with. I expect he won't make it easy. Hope Auntie's choice is ready for it.
I'll admit, the coup caught me on the back foot. Always figured the consul for a power snatcher, but I'd never put bits down on him betraying the Sovereign. They seem so tight-knit. Just think about all those posters of the pair of them that'll have to change now. A real crying shame.
We shouldn't take this lightly. The consul seems a lot worse than the Sovereign.
Sure, by most accounts. But that's looking at the glass half empty. The Sovereign's misfortune is our gain, far as I'm concerned. The consul might be projecting strength, but by my reckon, Protectorate's more unstable now than ever before.
But also what we heard was this new Sovereign was actually trying to relieve his subjects from some of their slavery. Okay, let's see Az's mods. We have Az's knife, swing rate. Nope, I was on the wrong thing. We have pommel slap. Az's weapon now stuns enemies that aren't targeting her. They can only occur once per enemy. It also has increased damage. In some jurisdictions, this modified dagger would now qualify as a cudgel. Az, do you have a scope on your knife? No, okay. I was gonna say. Vitals finding design. Az's weapon deals even more damage to enemies not targeting her. It also has significantly increased damage. So this one stuns enemies that aren't targeting her. This one does damage to enemies not targeting her. Or does more damage. She's already apparently doing damage to enemies that aren't targeting her. Az's, well, I already read that. Do not ask Azza how this upgrade works. Seriously, don't. So the knife's gonna look the same. It doesn't actually change. Anything else? This is the weapon mod. But it literally looks the same on both iterations. Well, we'll get the stun, I guess. The armor mod. Emergency adrenaline injector. The first time Azza would go down each combat, she instead heals to full. That's nice. Also increases the effectiveness of her armor. Looking at the size of the needle on the injector, you'd probably prefer to stay unconscious. Wait, so she just loses her sash if I choose to give her these upgrades. I liked the sash. Oh, and then if I choose the other mod, it goes blue instead of it being orange. Yeah, I kind of liked the sash. Shadow melding fabrics. When not attacking a target, Asa will camouflage herself, preventing enemies from attacking her and granting her a damage bonus. Also increases the effectiveness of her armor. Although she would never admit it, Asa got the idea for this upgrade from an Aetherwave cereal that she found in a disemboweled victims collection. I'm going to give her instant revive, but... he has lost the sash.